I'm a UI UX designer, but today I will try to start my journey becoming an indie game developer. Come along. Okay, so the quick backstory here is that me as a freelance designer has been struggling for the last half a year finding a new assignment. Right now I've been living off my colleague who is a developer and we run our company together. It's always good when you help each other out, right? So instead of me just chasing next assignment, we were thinking that perhaps it's good time now that I broaden my skill set and become an indie game developer, right? With this said, welcome to my journey. Where do I start?
That is one exquisite question. Where do you start?
I've actually already started by watching quite a lot of YouTube videos and reading blog posts, etc., in how to make a game from other indie game developers. And my impression and summary from all of that is that one, it's good to find a type of game or genre that you know from a statistical point of view have a reasonable chance to succeed. After choosing your type of game, a lot of developers go directly into making coded prototypes to get a feel for the game logic in essence and if the core mechanics feels fun. However, me doing something similar would take me years since I don't really know how to code. And from my own experience as a UI designer, I will rather start with mocking up a lot of ideas just in Figma, and then when I start getting a feel for if it looks interesting or not, and I have a more or less clear idea on how the game mechanics could work out, then I will start playing around making coded prototypes. The direction I've decided for my game, which seems to be popular in general but also resonates with what I like myself, is games where you build stuff, you have strategy, automation, and style-wise minimalistic, because that will make it way more easy for me to do, and also I like the style in general. And if I can also make it somewhat modular so I don't have to spend a lot of time making tons of different levels. So with this direction defined, it's now time to look at inspiration. Inspiration number 1, Monument Valley. It's a puzzler game and I really enjoy both the game experience and the art style. Obviously they've spent a lot of time designing each level in this game, so I will primarily just try to be inspired as much as I can from an artistic point of view. My second source of inspiration is a game called Isle of Arrows. As far as I know, it's designed and coded by just one guy. This is a tower defense game, but with a twist that you build the road yourself and not only the towers within a quite limited space. I like both the modularity in the game mechanics and just as much the art style here. Inspiration number 3, Rymdkapsel. This game is also made by just one guy, where you build out a space station with different rooms to fend off enemies that comes in waves. What I really like with this game is that it's quite intuitive, where you build these rooms with these Tetris-like blocks, and all the building is automated by those small workers, where you can actually see when they go to one room, pick up some resource and bring it to the room where they need that resource.
And for whatever weird reason, I really enjoy watching those little guys going around, okay?
Inspiration number 4, Mini Metro. This game is truly minimalistic. It's just really enjoying to expand your grid of subway lines, and you see the small passengers stacking up on the different stations, and you need to make sure the train has the capacity to bring them to wherever they want to go. And lastly, inspiration source number 5, the train game of all train games in my opinion, Pocket Trains. This game I spent probably a whole summer when it came out. I think it was like around 2013. And just as in Mini Metro, you expand your grid of train station and lines, but in this case you start in Europe and expand all over the world. And whenever you succeed to bring one train to their destination, you earn money. In this game you can also upgrade your trains and wagons and so on. But all in all, this was a true joy to play.
Okay, so I have my direction of game type. I have some inspiration. And what now? The hexagon.
But more on the evolution of my hexagon into a game in the next episode, where I'll try to show you my process of taking this basic shape into something that looks a little bit more like a game, and how I kind of combine my visual exploration and how that sort of helps me start thinking in terms of game mechanics, etc.
And don't you forget about that subscribe button. It's so darn important to me.
Okay, anyhow, have a good day.